I'm here with some very creative and inspiring women from My Sister's Place in London, Ontario. These are passionate dreamers sharing their stories with each other in the creation of the recent play, Living on the Edge. This was part of the Fringe Festival on August 6, 2008. Living on the Edge was a mosaic weaving of these women's lives, an example of forum theatre. Forum theatre speaks to the reality of human experience and engages audiences with questions about themselves, others, and the world around us. Let me introduce you to our group here.
I'm Denise Beeswax.
Hi, I'm Corinne.
Hi, I'm Iris.
Now, could you tell me a little bit about forum theatre and how the mode of forum theatre can help others?
What it does is it gives you a chance to sort of involve other people. So what we did was each of us that were in the play, we formed a picture of something for the ideal community. And then we invited the audience to join in and add to the picture. And so it gives people a chance to participate and to share their ideas.
I'm just wondering if you could share with us a little bit about your life experiences and how that has affected you and brought you to being able to come to a place like My Sister's Place and sharing in your own art form.
My life experiences, I wasn't into drugs, I didn't have a lot of things, but I had my problems growing up, and I thought I was normal. I thought everybody, as they watched TV would count things and other little quirks, and I thought, I'm just normal. I didn't think anything of it, and it wasn't until my late 30s that I found out that I have some mild OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder, and the big thing is hoarding. And, that's when people say, oh, she's a pack rat. No, I think we've got to get rid of that and call it what it is. There are people that are hoarders, and it's allowed to happen if it's a pack rat. But if we call it what it is, then people can get help that they need.
What advice would you have for youth that may be experiencing the same things that you've experienced in your life?
Talk to your friends, ask your friends, do you do this, that sort of thing. And even if your friends say, no, I don't, or yes, I do, people think that, okay, if everybody's doing it, it must be okay. But, maybe you all are similar and maybe, have different degrees and need some help. So talk to your friends, find out what they're doing, if they do some of the things you do, and then talk to an adult and say, when I'm walking down the street, I have to count 10 steps for each foot, or, different things that you may not think apply. Talk to an adult, find out what's going on.
Walk around the block all day, but don't stop. You're going to get stopped by the cops and popped or shot in the head like Ned. Ned, it was said, didn't smoke dope, but then he did. He smoked all his dope. He smoked the whole supply, which extremely pissed off Larry.
So how do you think your message will help youth reach out for help?
Well, just in expressing themselves, if it's in song or poetry, it will help people to understand their life and what they're going through, and the people that are able to help will be able to see from the youth themselves what they need, and hopefully it will open some eyes and enlighten some people as to the realities that we face on the street day to day. I've seen a great need in London for a youth detox, and I'm going forward to City Council, and a lot of people in London are pushing for the creation of a youth detox, and I would like to encourage youth to get it out there and ask for what you want. And people are willing to help, and they just need some direction from you on where to go.
Iris, you were telling me a little bit earlier about some of your life experiences. I'm just wondering if you could share some of your life experiences with mental illness and how that has brought you to a place like My Sister's Place, and how the women here and your involvement in the program has helped you.
Okay. I am now 24, but at the age of 14, I had a downfall. I ended up getting on antidepressants, which was Zoloft, and that made me go like a complete zombie. But I suffered from depression and anxiety and post-traumatic stress because I had some traumatic situations in my life. And my mom was a schizophrenic, so I think that's where some of this came from. So anyways, I was on the medication for a bit, but then I got off, and I ended up, when I was 23, I actually have a son, and he's 4 now, but he had to go into temporary care because I went into another episode where I actually wanted to commit suicide. I felt very down, I felt alone, very isolated, but then I came here, and I was kind of familiar with the place, but I wasn't. So I came here and I started talking about my situation, and actually I got involved with a watch worker, and then at the end of that week we actually went to the hospital, which was the ER in London, Ontario, and I didn't get no help there. They turned me down and they said, "We're always here for you though," but then we went back the next day and that's where I got the help. Right now I feel under control. But there has been times where it's been severe. And this house has been remarkable. It's been a lifesaver for me. It gets me out, it gets me involved in things that I like to do. And my son, he means everything to me. And just coming here helps me be strong and to be a great mom for him.
So what advice do you have for youth that are experiencing difficult times or a mental illness?
That you're the same person as anybody else. It doesn't matter if you have a mental illness. It doesn't matter, and that you're beautiful, and that you can do anything that you want to do, besides having a mental illness or not. We breathe the same air as anybody else, whether we have this downfall in life or not. And to get out there and just try your best and do your best, and it's okay to ask for help because it's great, and this is where I am now, and I'm, so thankful that I was able to open up and say, this is what I need. And if nobody seems to be listening, like hospitals or psychiatrists or anybody, keep on going back and fighting, and don't give up.
I would like to thank all the women here of My Sister's Place for welcoming us here, for being so open and honest throughout the interviews, and for sharing some of their stories and some of their art with us. Thank you. I really appreciate it.